Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a documentary that was made this year and just premiered on Netflix called For the Love of Spock. And I was told it was playing at one theater in Cleveland, Ohio. I can't remember the name of the theater. Well, anyways, and this was like a month or so ago. And anyways, I was very happy to find it on available on Netflix. And this was what this is about Leonard Nimoy, of course, who passed away a while ago, and a year or so ago, and it's directed by his son. And his son wanted to make a movie about Spock and about his father and his life and his career, and also about them too. It's a very, very rich documentary, and basically it talks about him growing up and then his career all the way up because he was in acting for a while since like 56 before like 10 years later he got the role in Star Trek as Spock. And it talks about his career in Spock, how the fame and all the fan mail he got, and how he was constantly working or doing something. He was either working and acting or selling stuff or like fixing stuff. They call him a Renaissance man, a guy who did everything. And he talked about his relationship with his kids, or his son did. And he actually had a strained relationship with his dad for a period of time. And he talked about addiction because I know Leonard was a smoker for a while. And then he also drank a lot too. But he kicked both habits. And he went in rehab, and his son went through the same thing. And it talks about his career as Spock, being a director, his life with his family, and also the new reinvention of the new Star Trek series that started in 2010, and he was in the first two movies. And it talks about that, and there's interviews with actors, friends, family, a whole bunch of really good stuff in this movie. It's really good. I wish that they could have, when he talked about whenever Star Trek was canceled, I wish there would have been a little mention to a really unusual British TV movie called Baffled, where he played like a race car driver that could see like dead people in the ESP and stuff like that. I remember renting that at Golden Dawn. It was okay, but it would have been kind of neat if they would have just gave it a little nod. And also, they were talking about his directing, because he had he had Star Trek 3, which is a hit, and then he had Star Trek 4, and then a year after that he did Three Men and a Baby. Most people don't know that. And then he talked about The Good Mother a little bit, which he directed. I never saw that, which wasn't a big hit. I wish they could have talked about working with Gene Wilder, because he directed Funny About Love, and also the movie Holy Matrimony, which I never saw. And also maybe mention a little bit about the sequel to Three Men and a Baby, Three Men and a Little Lady, which he didn't direct that. Oh, Maggie, what are you doing over there? Maggie, look. Want to look for the camera? Mm-hmm. Maggie's crawling around. But, I mean, I really like this movie. If you're a fan of Star Trek, even if you're not, definitely watch this. It's very compelling. It's really good quality stuff. I was surprised that Paramount did not pick up this movie because I remember they did Trekkies a long time ago. And Trekkies too, but oh well. I think they might have given this an R rating because the F word was said twice in it. I don't know if that qualifies anymore, if there has been a really hard PG-13 or something like that, but I wish Paramount would have picked this up and made it for worldwide distribution. Well, anyways, it was done with a Kickstarter campaign. And check out the ending credits because there's not a lot of spoilers because it's a documentary. There's lots of cool photos and stuff and different versions of the Star Trek theme song. But after the credits, they have Kickstarter contributions, and there's like maybe 3.5 minutes of them. I mean, there was a lot of people that contributed. That was really pretty amazing, And I really like this movie. I think you will too. If you're a fan of like I said, if you're a fan of the character, and it's just fascinating, the whole thing. It's like an hour and 51 minutes. I get a full-on 10 out of 10. I can't say enough good things about it. It's really fascinating movie. And also special thanks to my friend Tony Talent, who did an awesome thumbnail and incorporated me doing this in the thumbnail. So I give it a full 10 out of 10 for the love of Spock. Please see it. Yeah, I mean, it's on Netflix, but there's other avenues you can watch it too. But if you have Netflix, definitely it's a definite must watch. So 10 out of 10. So until next time, everybody, please live long and prosper, my legion.